We're back here on TV 18. Thanks for hanging out with us this morning. This segment is brought to you by Middle Park Medical Center, keeping life grand. Mayor Paul Chavoustie is here. Yeah, okay, getting into it. Granby is just this great like hub and things, and as more we can grow it, is gonna be better, right?
Yeah.
So
Granby is what I've seen is kind of like when you walk into Bass Pro Shops
or
Cabela's,
okay.
right? You see this environment, right?
Yeah.
Where you've got streams and you've got these holding tanks with fish, but you've got all this great stuff. And that's what I envision Granby is.
Very cool.
We're this outdoor world, but we're the real outdoors.
Right,
you know, We really have everything. It's a great central location, but within 5 minutes you can do all this great stuff, and then 15, 20 you can do all the other things. So, that's, to me, that's the vision is not to change Granby and make it something it's not.
Right.
We don't want it to turn into a Vale or something else.
Totally agree.
But it is to take the natural resources and the beauty and Lake Granby and the Colorado River and the Fraser River and also just for those folks of us who want to live here full time. What a great central location and the schools and
very cool.
It's awesome. Yeah.
And one of your big projects, tell me about it. So it's was formerly Shore Fox.
Mm-hmm. The Shore Fox property, it used to be called Horn Ranch.
Okay, thank you.
And then it was Shore Fox.
Okay.
We had some developers. Been on the planning commission.
Okay.
We had some developers looking at doing a project there, and they were going to just do like 42 lots and close the gate kind of thing.
Okay.
And I thought, that's fine. You could do what you want. But wouldn't it be great if you guys would open it up for some public access, some park, and some trails, and they didn't like that idea. They didn't want to, open it up or share that space.
Right.
And then they decided to, not develop it. And the light bulb goes on, super bright, like at this price point, which is ridiculously low. The owner of that just wants to get it off their books. They're a huge company. They can afford it. It's not going to be fun, I'm sure, taking a huge loss. There was more than $60 million put into that property, and we're talking less than 8%, probably, some really low number. But the property is so gorgeous. And I went out there and walked around, and then I said, well, number one, there's no doubt it's gorgeous. You've got a mile of the Colorado River. There's 9 ponds on the property.
Wow.
There's creeks everywhere. There's waterfowl, beautiful birds. It is spectacular. And there's bridges and there's infrastructure. So there's all these trails, a cart path, a full golf course was built there. I don't ever plan on turning that on again. But it's beautiful. It's these undulating hills with these paths and bridges and birds, and it's just spectacular.
And for people who don't know where it is
on the corner of Highway 34 and 40.
Great. Perfect. Okay. Continue.
And it spans that and it goes way up into that hillside. So it's just this amazing property, and it has a beautiful bridge across the river. So much of it is in there. So I started thinking, there's no doubt this could be this great nature experience. This could be an amazing place for an RV resort, maybe a lodge in the future.
People to just be outside.
And just get outside. And, winter activities and summer activities.
Very cool.
And, I was thinking, Winter Park has a ski area. Grand Lake has its lake. Granby needs a destination. And the opportunity came up, and then I thought, well, how do we pay for it? Big question.
Totally.
And so I started contacting some land trusts.
Cool.
And I said, hey, you guys have big dollars, and here's a concept. Before I even talked to the town, and I was just a member of the.
I was going to say, yep.
And I started talking to people, and the more I talked to them, the more reality it became that they can fund these type of projects. Now, the sequence is the town needs to close on it first. And then the land trust would come in and fund it. Literally, they would be like a purchaser of the open space tracts. And it would also preserve and protect that land in a land trust. And then we might hold out some private parcels where we say, this is what we want to be done there. We want a RV park and campground. And then we would put it out to bid, whoever wants to buy this,
parcel,
50 acres or whatever. And so the town would recoup its money from these things pretty rapidly. Like a huge amount of interest and a letter of interest from somebody. Other groups.
That's awesome.
I'm having, my phone is ringing off with people wanting to participate and share in that vision. And we connect it to town with trails. So picture a place with, RV park, campground, fly fishing, fly fishing guides, and none of that would be run by the town. We essentially would sell
Privately.
off the parcels privately, so they hire their own employees.
Yeah.
We don't have town employees out
Yeah.
there. But the rest of it would be like a town park in terms of maintaining the trails,
Open space
and all I've got to say is you go out there and you don't want to leave.
Right.
It's spectacular.
Cool.
The environment and the views and the Continental Divide just wraps around you when you're out there, and all these trails and bridges, and again, $60 million was spent out there, and it's the infrastructure, and there's so much there that we can get a jump start on this, and it can be Granby's destination, and it matches what I feel is the message of the town and the brand, and it's that outdoor world. And so.
And you're so passionate about it because I can see it in your face. It's so great to see. We're going to learn a little bit more about it and talk a little bit more about the maybe things that are going to happen and funding a little bit. And we'll be back here on TV 18. Thanks again to Middle Park Medical for supporting the morning show. Great hospitality, all services, surgery, and everything out at Middle Park Medical Center. We'll be back here on TV 18.
Middle Park Medical Center is your hometown provider for family care and surgical services. We are committed to providing the best care for every person, mind, body, and spirit. Middle Park Medical Center, keeping life grand.